Hey guys, welcome to my prep kitchen. I think Brent had you guys in here when he was talking about the water filtration with the Berkey. It sits on my counter. The prep kitchen is not finished, but it is usable, and right now it's kind of a prep kitchen, but we don't have enough space for all of our tools. So it is a work in progress, and we have some kind of exciting things coming to the homestead here in the next month or so that should help that process and speed up getting our prep kitchen fully together and finished out. But I wanted to bring you guys in the kitchen today. I haven't done one of these yet, but I've had some people ask me about cooking and how I'm prepping stuff and how I'm making things. So I wanted to do one. We'll see how this goes. I might not even post this. It depends on how it comes out. But I'm going to make some pumpkin puree to go in some homemade pumpkin bread. So I got 2 pumpkins, and I'm going to cut them up, get the seeds and everything out of them, peel them, get them on the stove, make pumpkin puree out of it. And hopefully if I have enough time, I'll actually make the bread today. We'll see how that goes. It might be tomorrow or the next day, but the puree will be good. So I have 2 pumpkins here. I don't think I'm going to need 2 pumpkins for my pumpkin bread recipe, but just in case, I can freeze the rest of the puree. You guys know what I'm saying. So I'm just going to take you guys with us. The trick to pumpkin puree, it's really easy. Fast, but don't burn it. So cut it up really, really small. Cook it fast until it's soft, and you know it's ready when you taste it, and you can taste that it's nice and soft. And then we're going to put it through the blender on puree setting, and the blender looks dirty because I was actually making the pumpkin powder that we were talking about a couple videos back. I was making pumpkin powder or pumpkin seasoning, and I figure that is fine for in here, that I can use it for pureeing my pumpkin when it's done cooking. That's just going to be a little extra pumpkin flavor. I actually ground all that up this morning, and it is back in the dehydrator because the humidity level is a little too high outside. So when I was pureeing it or dicing, chopping it up real fine, it started clumping up. One, because of the heat when you're chopping something like that, it generates heat, and that generates steam from the humidity in the air. So it's back in the dehydrator for at least a couple of hours to try to really dry it, and it might go back in the chopper, it might not. I'm going to see when it comes out if I'm happy with the texture of it. But I'm just going to go ahead and use that. In the pot back here in the crock pot is one of our chickens, one of our roosters. I have it on high. It's cooking for dinner tonight, so that's what's in the background. If you have any questions on that, let me know. But yeah, let's get started. Like I said, 2 pumpkins. The first thing I'm going to do is cut them. I'm going to clean out the seeds, and then I'm going to peel it. You don't necessarily have to peel it. I just find that I like the texture of it. Without the peel, I find the peel is just a little too hard. So I'm going to peel it. But that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to put you guys on like a time lapse, and I'll come back to you when I get to the next step. Okay, so here it is all grated up and in the pot, and I'm going to cook this very fast, and as soon as it is nice and tender by taste, I'll run it through the puree, and I'll be back with you. So now it's done. I cooked it on the stove, really high heat, really fast, so you have to stir it constantly. You don't want it to burn, but you want to cook it really, really fast to preserve the flavor. And then I'm just putting it through my mixer a little at a time, and you can see, hopefully you can see that. You can see that it's a nice creamy puree consistency. I'm going to let it, before you store it, you're going to want to let it cool, so that's why I'm putting it in this container first. And then I'll put it in an airtight container until I'm ready to use it, which we'll probably not do today. And I'll do another video on using this to make pumpkin bread. So this is pretty much the end of it. I'm going to blend some more of this up until I'm done, and I'll show you how much I ended up with at the end. Okay, so here it is. This is a 3-quart bowl, and it is probably I'm going to guess it's probably a 2.5 quarts. Somewhere in between there is what those 2 pumpkins produced in puree. And now I'm going to let it cool, and then I'll airtight storage until I'm ready to use it or put it in the freezer. Now you notice that I didn't add anything to this. This is just straight pumpkin, and it tastes really good. Brent was in here sampling it a second ago. So you can put this in a sweet dish or a savory dish. I'm going to make pumpkin bread. I've been dying to make some bread. I got a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas early from my mom and stepdad. So I am dying to put it to use. So I'm going to make some pumpkin bread using this. But yes, let me know if you have any questions. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell, and we'll see you next time.